Hi, I'm Arch Doty, and I'm the father of WESU FM. And the station started in a very humble way. In the spring of 1938, during my freshman year at Wesleyan, I heard about some boys up at Brown who had a radio station on the air. And that sounded like fun, so during the summer vacation, I built a little tiny transmitter. And when I went back to Wesleyan in the fall of 1939, I took it along with a microphone and a 78 RPM record player. And when I got set up at my Clark dorm room, I put a little antenna on the transmitter and turned it on and started playing records in the evening. And I used the call letters WES, just of course because of Wesleyan, and also because they happened to agree with the FCC's designation of all broadcast stations east of the Mississippi, starting with a W. And we were an instant success. Within a week, I had all kinds of volunteer people who wanted to do announcing, and people started pouring records in, and that was fine, and it was just great. The problem was then, you could only hear the station about 100 feet away from where my little antenna was. So suddenly, people in the other dorms began hearing all about that and what they wanted to get in on the deal. And of course, to do that, I had to have an antenna in their building. So I went to see the president of Wesleyan, Mr. McConaughey, I believe it was, and told him what I was doing. And he came over to see the station and listen to it. And everybody was very enthusiastic and told him how much they liked it. So he gave me permission to put antenna wires through the steam tunnels that connect all the dorms on the campus. And I put, 2,000 or 3,000 feet of wire in those tunnels. And when I got the tunnels to the other dormitories, then the people in those dorms could also hear the station. And almost within a month or so, we got so popular, the university gave us a room down the basement of Clark for a studio, so we could get all this stuff and all those people out of my room and let me get back to studying again, which I'd been neglecting terribly. And so that's how the station got started. And of course, after that, I'll let other people tell the story about how the station went on for several years with its very low power, and then how it became an official FM station licensed by the FCC. And now we're at the point in time where WESU has an output power which is exactly 60,000 times what it was with my first little tiny baby transmitter. And that's the story of how the station got started.